Hey MSU, what is going on? Welcome to another Sunday message. Again, as always, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for each of you. And it's always my prayer that each week God finds you doing something that you enjoy. But more importantly, you find yourself in a place where you're giving God all the glory. And so I'm excited about today's message because we're talking about what it means to be devoted. Yes, we're closing out our series of Young, Wild, and Free, and today we're going to figure out how to be young, devoted, and free. But before I do that, let me remind you that every Wednesday, Wesley on Wednesday, invite you to Olympus 130 at 7 p.m. to come join with us. And we're going into a new series. Yes, we're talking about the Bible according to Eli. And I bet you're probably wondering, Eli in the Bible? Ha, you're going to have to come and find out. And I'm so excited about this series because we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Bible. That's right. Every single thing that you've ever read, or maybe you've never read it before, we're going to do our best to dive into it, take it apart, bring it back together so that we can be true students of the Bible and have greater understanding of all that is inside of it. So if you're looking to dig in with us and discover what this Bible according to Eli is all about, as we dig into this, we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday at Olympus 130. In addition to that, study hall every week, every single Monday in Kiowa. It's a time for you to get your study on. Midterms are here. Them papers, they're not going to write themselves. So you're looking for a place Monday at 7 p.m. in Kiowa. And then lastly, hey, let me get in close. I know you have questions about God that you want to ask somebody like me. You know, I like talking about the Bible. And so we want to do these things on our podcast. That's right, the Free Lunch Podcast. And we call it the Free Lunch Podcast because you can come, tell me what you want to eat. I'm going to get it for you, and then we're going to have a good conversation. So sign up on our Twitter page, on our Instagram page. You'll find a link where you can jump right in. And so we want to keep you engaged in all these ways. So follow us on social media so you can be plugged in to what we do at the Wesley. But you don't really care about that. You care about this message. So let's jump into it. So we're wrapping up talking about what it means to be young, devoted, and free. And ultimately, we want you to be devoted not just to yourself, but devoted to God and devoted to humanity. So what does that mean? So I know many of you probably have inside of your bio, God first. I mean, I don't, but maybe you do. So what does it mean to have God first? Well, being devoted to God means more than just mere acknowledgement. See, it's easy for us sometimes to acknowledge God by saying, oh, I keep God first. But really, do you keep God first? Is it something that you do in your study, in your fellowship with others? Do you keep God first as you begin to think about how you're going to treat other people? So being devoted to God is more than mere just acknowledgement. So that's not to change your little caption inside of your bios, but really start to live that out. The second thing is this. Being devoted means being devoted to others. And that means being devoted to the way how much other people mean to God. That means when you say, hey, I want to be devoted, I'm a devoted friend or a devoted boyfriend, girlfriend, companion, then you have to see them the same way that God sees them. That's what it means to be devoted. And then lastly, devotion to yourself. Now, I know a lot of times we talk about, me, myself, and I, and you want to put this energy on yourself, but to really do it, being truly devoted to yourself means seeing yourself the way God does and then living into that vision. I'll rewind it and I'll say it again. That means seeing yourself the same way God does and then living into that vision. And God calls you loved. As a matter of fact, the Bible says that you are beautifully and wonderfully made. Whew. So that means when somebody calls you ugly, say, God sees me beautiful. And so I'm going to call myself beautiful and I'm going to live into that. God says that you're the head and not the tail. So when someone says that you're beneath them, say, my God says that I'm above, and then live into that. When we start to see ourselves the way God sees us and then live into that, we show another side of devotion that we've never seen about ourselves. And then we can love people better, and then we can love God better. And so that's my message for you this Sunday. Be devoted to God, be devoted to others, be devoted to yourself. God bless you.